What does Far, Lone Sails, Far, Changing Tides, Absu, and Journey have in common? Well, they're all about telling a story through the environment. There is little to no words that are said in these games. If you want to figure out what happened here, you have to look very closely. In the Far games, you might have to play it more than once, as you'll be focusing on your vehicle for most of the game. I think they improved upon this issue in the second game, Changing Tides, but I could be wrong about that. Either way, if you need to take pictures or notes, feel free to do so. Just keep in mind that not everything is going to be told to you through these environments. Most of the time, you'll have to create your own theories on the matter, your own ideas as to what happened here. And I love that. I love being able to get creative and think of all the reasons as to why the world in these games are like that. For example, in Absu, it never tells you why you suddenly woke up in the ocean. It doesn't tell you how you got there, letting you go wild with ideas. Journey is another example. You start off the game with a light coming out of nowhere. It goes past two graves on a mound of sand. Then, rather suddenly, you appear, sitting in the sand. If you want to figure out why that happened, you'll have to make it to the mountain. You'll have to go through several different environments and learn about the past. You can even find some stone tablets from time to time, which will give you some information. Again, never in words, just illustrations. Also, we could say that the music itself is telling you a story, and the music of these games is amazing, so make sure to give them a good listen. You never know what kinds of secrets they could be hiding. Music is also good at making you feel emotional, giving you yet another thing to work with. And trust me, with games like this, you'll need every piece of information you can get. Now, you may be wondering why I didn't add Sword of the Sea to the list of games that have something in common with one another. That is because Sword of the Sea does actually have words in it. Not spoken words, but words in tablets. That is what separates it from the other games. And while Sword of the Sea still tells most of its story through the environment, just like the others, I couldn't put it with the others due to that reason. But if you think that's unfair, I understand. We can even argue that if you miss those tablets, you won't be getting that information. Something you can easily do in both Journey and in Sword of the Sea. However, there is a good chance that you'll play those games again, so you can see all those secrets that you missed. Therefore, the point I made still stands. Anyway, I really don't want to spoil anything about these games. Therefore, I do recommend you give each one a chance. Just keep in mind that all of them do have different types of gameplay, with Sword of the Sea technically being a skating game. So if it's not your type of game, then watch someone else play it. For now though, that's all I have to say for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.